To my mother and Meagan, I love you, I appreciate you. You are how I got my magic. If I tried to characterize my mother, I would say she's the real Wonder Woman. My name is DeVon Franklin, as you know, but many times I thought my name was no. Can we go out and play? No. Can I go to my friend's house? No. And what I look back and appreciate about that was that when she said yes to something, it actually mattered. And what I learned from that is that as I grew older, yeses have power. Don't just say yes to everything. Sometimes your no's help you stay focused on where your yes should be. My father, dealt with alcoholism. He had already had a heart attack when he was 33. And he knew he needed to get it checked and dealt with, but for whatever reason he chose not to. And they made me go to the funeral, which I'm glad in hindsight, because it was good to have that closure. I saw the dynamic of my mother change, in my father's absence as she became a single parent, because she really began to rely on my grandmother and her 7 sisters. Literally, when it says the African proverb, it takes a village to raise a child, that was truly the case. My grandmother, from my Aunt Donna, my Aunt Sandra, my Aunt Crystal, my Aunt Ida, my Aunt Nuna, my Aunt Enos, and my Aunt Jane. It was literally a village of people and of women that came together, that surrounded us, me, my older brother, and my younger brother, to make sure that we had what we needed to try to navigate the bridge between having a father and not having a father. And so for so many young black men, that's hard. Not having that example in the house is hard, but I do believe that you can make up the difference when you have the right women in your life. And I believe my brother, me, and my younger brother are examples of that, what happens when that village of women surrounds you. Meagan and I first met when I was an executive for Columbia Pictures. Just totally, platonic, just professional. And then years later, I oversaw a movie called Jumping the Broom. And Meagan was one of the stars of that film. About 9 months later, we were at the premiere party. We were having a good time, talking, and what was so interesting is we came to find out that our mothers knew each other. They start talking, having a good time, and then Meagan and I kind of look at each other and we start talking. And as we're talking, it's like the conversation is happening on 2 levels. It's like on one level, it's like, oh, hey, how you doing? On the other level, I'm like, wait a minute. Is Meagan Good trying to give me a vibe here? What's going on? What's happening? And on the 3rd date afterwards, we were in the car and we started talking. And in that conversation, I was like, wait a minute, this thing is happening. And that was the same night that we had our first kiss. And it was like, oh, wait a minute. Lord, why are you doing this? Because my #1 rule was I don't date actresses, period. We dated for 11 months. We got engaged and, got married about 13 months from the Jumping the Broom premiere party. What I know for sure about myself that I didn't know before marrying her is that I really can do everything. And having her in my life and having her behind me and beside me, it's really beside every great man is a great woman, all right? And so Meagan has been that, and she has pushed me further into my calling and has built a fearlessness in me that I didn't have before we got married.